Yo, 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 what is going on? Much love out there to Seal Nation, the Cool Table family, and the Mikey verse. Right, it's your boy Skywalker, the Jedi, here with three-fourths of the Cool Table. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what's going on. We back at y'all with another one with this first installment of required viewings for the Flash. You know what I'm saying? We going through the required viewing. So Necron, it's always a pleasure to have you on the panel, sir. How you feeling tonight, bro?
Bro, I can't wait to watch this again, dude. It's cool. And you know what? I haven't seen that one intro in a while. That's just one of the best intros on YouTube. It is, dude. It's cool, dude. It's
Hey,
cool.
I love
Good
it,
job,
bro. I
Austin.
love it.
Thanks, bro.
Man, the fucking
Yeah.
Sky too. I mean, who has a better intro? I don't know, dude. I can't even.
Hey,
So
shout
much
out to the homie.
meta stuff going in there too, man. It's cool. But anyway, I am hyped for this, dude. This is gonna be fun. You know, who doesn't love Man of Steel, man? It's always a fun time to watch it. You always seem like you see something you didn't see the time you watched it before, every time you watch it again. So yeah, dude, let's do this.
Hey, bro, I'm feeling great tonight, man. Y'all have no idea. Hey, shouts out to the good Austin. Thank you so much, man, for that intro because it is fire, bro. And like, it's just funny because doing so many other shows like the cartoon and serial, right? And then with Night Shift with Mikey and all these things. When I get to have that intro play out and have the homies on the panel with me, it's always a great evening. You know, it's always a great evening.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. It's honestly an honor to be making these intros for you guys and for all of these streams. It's like, as Necron was saying, it's like I haven't watched it in a while, the whole thing through. So watching it again, I'm like, oh man, like this is just like reinvigorating me with all those old feelings of why I watched this, why I made this. Like, that was a whole lot of work, man. And I'm glad that it's almost like timeless now. You know, that was the whole point. But yeah, man, it's an honor. And we do Night Shift. You got that video, and you can almost watch these intros and kind of see like how I progressed too. So it's kind of cool to have that opportunity, you know, to get better and to keep doing more things with you guys and to be here tonight on a Wednesday night with the homies. It's only right that we're watching Man of Steel. And sorry, I don't have my cam up right now. I am live streaming on Discord this movie.
Thanks.
It's Sill's Discord, which I'm gonna tweet out the link if you don't have Sill's Discord. And I did email the link to Skywalker, so hopefully he can post that in here somewhere. You might be able to. Yeah, I sent that to you just so you could post it up too. So if you guys
Wait,
don't
I
have
need
Sill's
to check my
Discord,
email. Hold on one
yeah.
second. Let me check my email real quick, right before we get started. I gotta start
I'm
this
gonna
other
get that
thing
link
up,
too. But
right?
I
Yes.
will obviously in the future have my cam running, but it's the first time I'll be on StreamYard and on Discord at the same time with the new Speed Force. So I don't want to stress anything too hard yet. But it's running real nice right now. It's humming,
Awesome,
dude.
man.
We're
Yeah.
out here in the Speed Force. So I'm to say I'm excited for the Flash movie is, putting it lightly, I guess. Um I have to like avoid Twitter, the betaverse, just because everything I read in there, I'm like, oh man, here's another reason for you guys to like hate on this movie for no reason, right? Like finding a reason, um, and the fake news and the false narratives that are out there, still out there to this day. It just feels like BVS all
Hey,
over again, in a way.
hey,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yo! I
Yeah.
told y'all when I walked out of the Flash film and I enjoyed the screening, and the whole theater did, and the person that I was with enjoyed it, right? And then I go online and I saw everybody bashing it. I literally had deja vu from 2016. And it
Deja
was the first time that that had ever happened. That was the first time that that had ever happened.
Yeah,
Uh,
bro.
Iron Will, I see that we're gonna start the movie in what probably about 10 minutes. We just got a few more things to go over
Yeah,
real quick.
right.
And Yo, I actually am gonna send a link to Real Talk Productions, Carlos, because he's seen the Flash a few times.
Yeah.
So I actually want his take on here, and including he said he saw the final cut. You know what I'm saying? So
Damn.
hey, right, y'all already know what time it is.
Mhm.
So oh yeah, be on the lookout for that, Carlos. Just give me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But yes, I expect everybody to be able to look. Y'all better have a way to watch Man of Steel. You know what I'm saying? And if not, I'm about to shoot this Discord link that Austin said he emailed me, which
Yes,
I don't even
sir.
believe he emailed me. Right? Like
I
I
got
don't believe.
something to say real quick.
Go ahead,
Um,
bro. Let
uh,
Necron talk.
well, yeah, it's kind of funny. The person talking about camming up and all that whatever, who would probably know who that is. I apologize, Rob, that we asked that person to be a man and cam up. We should have never done that.
Yo, and you can't
Hey,
even say that
call
to
me
me, bro.
about
I'm
the
always cammed
brush.
up, bro. I'm always cammed up. I'm so cammed up. My cam stays on when I walk away from my shit. You
I
know,
don't
like
brush
what the hell
my
are you
teeth.
talking about?
They call
I'm so
me
cammed up. I
about
did a
the
stream with
little
2
brush.
cameras.
So
Literally, right? Hey, it's fine.
Austin's always cammed up.
What the fuck? I got
Man,
cams on
yo,
cams
y'all
over
don't
here.
pay them no mind, yo. They're just
I
they're
know, just
just
gotta
they're
roast them.
just doing their job. You know what I'm
Gotta roast
saying?
them.
They're just doing their job, which is
Fact.
being, you know,
I can tell you what's not their job. Brushing and flossing is not their
Yeah.
job. I'm done.
Gotta try a little harder. You know what I mean? Try a little harder. But nah, yeah, I am on Discord, and we're sending that link out. So if you need to hop in, hop in. And also let me know if you're in there, if you can hear the StreamYard audio, because I will have to obviously mute the
okay.
StreamYard.
I just pinned the link in the chat. So there you go. The link is
Hey.
pinned to the Discord, right? Yeah. I just pinned the link into the Discord. Now look, let me get through my opening little rigmarole, and then we can get through whatever y'all want us to talk about, and then we'll get the movie started. Right? As y'all know, we're on the road to 1K over here. Right? We are definitely on the road to 1K. That is my goal to hit by the end of the year. Mikey Sutton, who you will be seeing a lot more of on this channel. By the way, he has much loftier expectations. I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to hit this 1K, bro. I'm trying to get that 1,000 subs real quick. Make sure that you guys are liking the content, sharing it out, and subscribing. All that stuff, like you've been doing, and you guys have been doing an awesome job at that. So much love and appreciation for doing so already. If you didn't know, now you know. We rocking with these hashtags, right? Hashtag sales ESL to Netflix. Hashtag sales Snyderverse to Netflix,
Oh yeah.
right? These are the real hashtags, the most effective way to get the Snyderverse back, and anything pertaining to the Snyderverse, be it like a Batfleck movie, a haircut, anything like that. This is the most effective way, and we gonna keep rocking out. And we ask that if you are rocking out, you follow the rules of engagement, right? Which is number one, be positive. We are engaging with Netflix, which is the current home of Zack Snyder, and there's no reason to carry over any of that animosity from WBD over to Netflix, right? Number two, we ask that you do not mix these hashtags with any others, because we're trying to make sure that we're being as effective as humanly possible with the algorithm on Twitter, which respects 2 hashtags and also helps us control the communication that we are having with Netflix, right? And number three, we ask that you do not reply to, quote, tweet, message, mention anything like that anybody over at WBD, which is including but not limited to James Gunn, right? We are asking that you subscribe to ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube, and also that you follow ZSJL to Netflix on Twitter, as well as myself or the New Geeks. Any and all pertinent information will be coming from those platforms, right? Yo, Austin, do we know when we're doing the next cartoons and serials?
Thought it was this Saturday, bro.
Okay, cool. This Saturday, I was just making sure. You know what I'm saying? So this Saturday, cartoons and serial, June 10th, right? Yes.
Yes, sir. And we'll be watching it. We'll be watching. You guys can watch along. Y'all that don't have Netflix, you are international peoples. You can watch along with us.
Right. Absolutely.
I have my Saturday morning routine now, and I get up, get a bowl of cereal, and watch some.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like literally,
what are we gonna do when we finish? We watching Tom and Jerry? No, we got.
I know.
Batman animated series.
Right, exactly. My lady today was like, "I'm surprised you guys didn't like try and sparse it out more, and you guys are doing like so much all at once." I'm like, you don't understand how much DC stuff is actually on Netflix right now. Like,
we got to get through it. We got to get through it, yo. They got this new Batman show that I've never seen that I got to check out too. I got to check out at least a season of that too. So
Yeah, right, dude. And it's funny that you also say like this is our routine now, because when we went to the grocery store the other day, she's looking at me as we're walking. She's like, "Do you need cereal?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. I got cereal. We're packed up on cereal now."
Hey, for sure. Make sure that you guys head on over to inktothepeople.com/salesvsjl.
Yeah.
Right. There is some designs over there by the world-renowned artist Noel Leon Flores. Right. That man put a lot of work into these designs, and we got the Martian Manhunter design up based on Zack Snyder's own Harry Lennox, right? And also we got.
Y'all need to look at that. It looks great.
Yes. You know what? And I was gonna put the pictures up here, but my StreamYard's been acting funny when I try to put pictures up here. So you know what? I will have that for next stream. But yes, just make sure that you guys are tuning in for all this stuff, because it's a great time to be a part of this campaign. We have been forging ahead mightily, and we know that these engagement events have been working. We've been getting a lot of great feedback from the community, as well as we know from reverberations throughout the ether that we may be actually reaching who we need to reach, which is Netflix, right? So but tonight we talking about The Flash and Man of Steel. Oh, yo. Here we go. This has been a hot topic indeed, right? How are you guys feeling about being here watching Man of Steel, especially with like everything that's going on surrounding the Flash? Real quick before we start the movie, like, how are you guys feeling?
Go ahead, Necron.
Oh, The Flash. I'm going to see it Monday night here in my hometown with Josh.
Hey.
Who managed to get a screening ticket from the San Antonio show and invited me along. So I said, hell yeah, I'm going. So I'm pumped. Dude, come on. I saw freaking Batman 89 in the theaters when I was a young man. I want to see Keaton back as Batman.
Wait a minute. Where are you going?
Monday night.
Oh, my God, man.
Monday night. I will be at the Flash.
That's dope, yo. That's dope. I am excited for you. Hey, and then Necron will be able to tell you, hey, Sky, you was full of shit or not, right? But we'll see.
Yep.
My instinct from what I've seen from this movie and from what I heard from people I respect, like Skywalker, I'm gonna fucking love this movie, dude. Not only do I get my favorite Batman, Bat flick, I get my freaking, first Batman too in there, who's probably the second best Batman after Batflick. So what the hell? Yeah, I'm like very excited. But I also want to see the Flash. I want to see the Flash have his own story.
Thank
It shouldn't.
you.
I know this is a big deal for my man Austin, but it is called the Flash, and it shouldn't be about just the two Batmen. It should be about the Flash, and I want to see what they do with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're saying that the Discord link isn't working, Austin. You know what? Wasn't he having a problem with one of them links in a while ago? I don't know. Did I pin the right thing?
I just clicked it.
But
You guys should be able to accept the invite. You should be able to click that link. Maybe not the Discord link in my tweet didn't work, but the one that he just posted, I clicked it in the chat and it pulled up to me and literally says accept invite to Sil Abdul's server.
oh, I don't know. Let me send this link to the homie.
It says
Yeah,
endowed
yo,
or inspired.
hey, Keaton. Keaton in this movie is dope, yo. Like, yo, I've been saying that I wanted my Batman Beyond, and I feel so much more. I don't even know, like invigorated to actually see that come to fruition. Right? I mean, like I've been saying that that's the biggest layup in Hollywood. I've been saying that is Michael Keaton as or in Batman Beyond. It just writes itself, right? He was the OG Batman. We would be needing an older Batman, right? For that, it just makes all the sense in the world. And so to actually have him back in this film being Batman, it just really makes me want that even more, Necron. So I think that you're gonna get a fix of Keaton, and it's not gonna be enough.
I like hearing that. I like hearing that because we're getting a Keaton that with the modern filmmaking. I don't care. He's 72. I mean, CGI that shit, make it badass. It's a guy, stunt man. Who cares? It's a movie. He's gonna be a badass Batman because he was a good first Batman. He was the first real Batman. Let's be honest. I know Adam West, some guys before him, but those are all were comedies or not on the level. He was the first serious Batman that represented the Batman from the late 70s and the 80s in the comic books. How Batman was portrayed. It's gonna be exciting, man. I can't wait. I want to see those new Flash tricks too. I heard the Flash has some new tricks up his sleeve that we haven't seen. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of that stuff as well. And of course, Zod back, the Kryptonians. I mean, dude, come on. What more you need? And I'll tell you what, man, Sasha looks great as Supergirl. And I was watching some other things today, and they were saying she's like maybe the hardest character in the movie. Is that true? Does she go hard, dude? I mean, she hard, the hardest.
Hey,
because if she is, that's awesome. Can't answer, right? I'll find out Monday.
Right, she is definitely one of the highlights of the film. It's funny because you can say that any of them steal the film. You can say that Ezra and their performances, right, and Keaton and Sasha Kaye, it's special, right? But Austin, how about you, man? How are you feeling? Because you're a huge fan of the Flash, right? And with that being said, this is in the Snyderverse, and Man of Steel is definitely canon. So how are you feeling being here about to watch the Man of Steel in preparation for the Flash film?
Oh man, I mean, it's good to be back, honestly, to start off where it all started. Because this is I've said it before, I'll say it again. When I saw Man of Steel for the first time in theaters, the whole time I was watching, I was like, man, I really love if Zack Snyder could do a Flash story. Like he would knock it out of the park. And we saw that for Zack Snyder's Justice League. You know, he did as much as he could with Barry Allen for the limited amount of time that he could really add him to the story. And it was somebody else's job to kind of fully flesh him out. But in somebody else's job, it was also their job to communicate with Zack to get a better feel of the character and what he had planned for him. And, you know, some of the origins and the science of things. Just watching a little clip, I was trying to not watch the clips, but like just the science from Man of Steel alone, where they have. I always think about Leon's example of the chart they had of like the power and like what did it feel like with a baseball bat? What does it feel like with a 50 cal? You know, and it went up from there, and like what does it feel like with a nuke? And you had the question mark. They did the science of it, and that's really why I enjoyed Zack Snyder's films, because it felt like it could be real. The fact that I watched one clip of The Flash and he's explaining how the suit comes out of the ring and he's just like over explaining the crap out of it, like with science. He's like, yeah, the silk expands when the air hits the particles and blah, blah. Like, yo, this is exactly where it needs to be for a Flash film. And I got to stop watching the clips, honestly. Everyone's talking about the post-credit scene and all that, but, you know, I'm not even worried about that. What I'm worried about is how closely does this scene play out of the end scene of this Man of Steel, the climactic scene of that. How close is it played out in The Flash? And I know since we're rewatching this now and we're going to be watching The Flash in a week or so, like, we're gonna be like, oh man, like he was there. That's so cool. So
right?
I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for that. And most of all, though, my favorite part of Man of Steel is the very beginning, man. So I'm hyped for that. I'm absolutely hyped for Krypton, bro. The Kryptonians and all that. Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes. And seeing him like ride I forget what the beast is called that he rides. That's also just like so many little Easter eggs in that like whatever it is 20-minute scene. So cool. So yeah, man, I'm happy to be here. And I'm sorry that the Discord the link isn't working. But I guess that means you should have already been on Sil's Discord. What are you doing? No,
Right.
But
hey, and on top of that,
yeah,
y'all should all have Man of Steel, yo.
facts.
One way or another.
Right.
I tried to change the Discord link to have it never expire and have it limited uses. I went in there and I found it just fine on my side, so I don't know. You guys will have to work on your side, bro. Maybe it's our international friends. We have to have some kind of different link. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's all good. So look, I'm all queued up at all zeros. We about to get this thing started in 1 second. Because we got to get to this film, yo, because this is like a lot to talk about and a lot to break down, right? And this is my first time watching this movie since Full Circle, so I'll be giving some post Full Circle thoughts as well, probably too, while we're kind of going through this thing, as well as some bits on the connectivity with this film and the Flash movie. So we about to get to it, man. Anything that y'all want to say before we get started here, gentlemen?
Yeah. Form your own opinions on the Flash. Stop watching clips online.
Hey, facts. Hey, and right before we get started, we got the homie Real Talk Productions in here, right? What's going on?
Hey man, thanks for having me, man. It's a pleasure.
Hey, hold up. Let me move this so that they can see what your name says, right? This man says
I saw that.
I'm tired of hearing it, man. I'm tired of hearing about it. It's like, come on now. It's that. When you came in, honestly, I thought that we somebody like a troll got the link somehow. I'm like, what the fuck? What is that, dude? I'll accept that from a Brady fan. It's okay, man. Oh no.
Right? Nah, look, it's just It's crazy, right? Just the incessant need to just bring up Justice League in like any manner,
Yeah, dude.
even when it's not necessary,
That's when I saw it.
right?
I was like, no way.
There,
Whose name is this?
there's two pivotal ways, and of course I'm not gonna say no spoilers, but there's two pivotal like parts in this movie that solidifies that like Justice doesn't even was never a thing. Like right out the bat in the beginning of this movie. So it's like just keep on hearing it, and these excuses to me it's just like, come on, man, like what are we doing? Like what are we fighting for? You know,
Yeah,
like what are we
no.
fighting for?
Yeah, it feels like BVS all over again. Honestly, it's what it feels like. It feels
Definitely.
like there's this weird narrative that doesn't feel logical. Like it feels like completely against what you feel. And you ask people who are your friends about it, like, hey man, did you actually like go see it? Oh no. Like I just heard about someone didn't like it, so I didn't go see it. It's like what?
That's crazy to me.
How old are you? Do you really like not form your own opinions on things? But also to like take somebody's word for it, who you don't even know, right? The fact that there's people who we know and have known for a long time on the internet, and they get attached to these weird narratives, and they're not listening to Sil or Sky or Josh or you now, Carlos, who've seen it. Like, what are we doing? Why are you not listening to people you actually know? Not to people.
I can say 100%. I feel like, I mean, haters are gonna hate, but after seeing this movie, everybody just needs to start listening to Sil. Like they should have been listening to Sil, Mikey, but after this movie, like everything that they have ever said, it like literally comes to fruition, and it's just like, man,
dude. That's why I told him all the time, like, yo, I have to stop watching your Flash stuff because I know it's so accurate. Because last time I think it was Black Adam. As I was watching Black Adam, I'm like, oh, he said that was gonna happen. Oh, that's happening. Oh wow, Still said that was gonna happen too. That's crazy. And I'm like, I feel like I watched this whole freaking movie already just because of Sil, because he's so accurate. So yo, I'm sorry. I'll support. I'll like the streams, but I can't watch the whole thing because I'm gonna know the whole Flash movie when I go see it. So. But you're absolutely right, man. They are both right. Both of the scoops and all the info we get on that. Just listen, bro. Just listen.
Definitely, man.
Mikey literally like bombed on my show just on Sunday that that Donald Glover was gonna be the Prowler in the MCU. And then I went to go see Across the Spider-Verse, and he's in there as the Prowler. I was like, yo, as soon as I saw that, I was like, I can't believe this shit just happened.
What's crazy was I was on your stream when he dropped that, and I had seen it the week before. So I was like, oh my goodness. Like I didn't want to say anything, but I was like, oh my God, he was right. He's right.
I was like, bro, I was like, bro, that's wild. like he literally said that. I was like, I can't believe this man just was right. And I gotta
it was literally just the perfect amount. It was just a little sprinkle of him. Like it didn't take over the whole movie. It was just a little sprinkle of him, and then like it just set everything off. It was awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, man, look, y'all gonna see that Mikey been in the future.
Yeah.
We're trying to warn y'all, but we about to start this film because we got to get this thing going. And like I said, on all zeros, we are starting up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh man, this music, dog.
Right? Man, something else too is that this is like post me watching a bunch of Superman the animated series and Justice League animated. Zack took so much from these films, yo.
Oh,
yeah. There's an episode in Superman the animated series where some Kryptonians pretty much get out of the Phantom Zone and they come to Earth, right? And like it's so crazy because even when they were showing the flashbacks to their time and just their outfits and everything, I was like, yo, Zach think he's slick. You know what I'm saying? Like Zach was watching these cartoons, yo.
Bro, that's what I was telling you. I was like, next time we're able to ask him, we have to ask him, like, how much did you watch these cartoons when you were coming up with your shit, bro? We're
right?
on to you. We're
watching
on to
those
you.
crazy about it.
You see so many things. Are like, oh wow, yeah, he liked that, didn't he? Oh, he liked that. That was cool.
What's crazy about it too, watching the Flash, like I literally felt like I was watching an episode of Justice League Unlimited. Like just the way it played out, it was crazy.
Wow.
I can't wait to see this movie, bro.
Especially at the start. Like, yeah. Right? Yeah, man. Josh is dead. Buried Josh. Like, yo. And it's funny because somebody brought that up. Like, yeah, that's the timeline that got erased pretty much is Josh's League. So, like,
Yeah.
Why even continue to act as if this movie disrespects Zach? Real talk. Let me ask you, right?
Yes, sir.
About that in particular. Did you feel like any of this movie disrespected Zack Snyder in any way?
So, man, so this is gonna be tough because I really don't want to spoil anything. But this movie, literally, I can safely say it uplifts the Snyderverse 100%. Now, what we're doing right now, watching this movie, is so important because what happens in this movie, there is a very pivotal scene that is switched in the Flash by a person that I'm not going to say who it is, but it is very important. And it just like brings back so many memories from this exact movie. So, yeah.
Right?
Damn, bro. The vagueness of these fucking comments. I'm like, yo, I just gotta see this movie already.
I'm trying so hard.
I wish that it was coming out this weekend. You know?
Yeah, because I pretty much know what he is talking about, right? Because you have to ask yourself, right? Like, if there is no Superman there, right? Like, and Zod still comes to Earth, what really happens with some of these situations, right? Like,
yeah, 100%.
Because the timeline would still be the same, right? So yeah, he would, be coming to Earth, and you are not alone, and threatening the Earth, and all that stuff. But what happens when Superman isn't there? Oh man. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why have I gotta wait so long for this, man? But I am hyped though, because I will say after I heard about some of the changes that Gunn was quote unquote trying to make, I was more worried about things because I obviously hearing about all the changes that DeLuca made and Pamela Abdi, I was like, yes, this sounded like they're fixing this movie. And it sounds, from what you guys say, like they mostly did fix the movie. And whatever Jimmy Pistol tried to add, like it wasn't really much of note. But everyone wants to talk about it, though,
Yeah, like I'm hearing that the post-credit scene, that was James. That's what Sil said.
I was gonna say, bro, the only change he made literally isn't in the movie. It's
actually funny,
dude.
That's the only thing. Is like,
bro,
it's
yeah.
What's crazy about that is that whatever was leaked yesterday, it wasn't even the full scene, and like the beginning part of that scene is so important for what we're doing. For what we're doing right now, that's so important.
That's what I meant by taking clips out of context.
See, but that's why they wanted that to happen, yo.
Yep.
I think that was on purpose, yo, because I actually brought that up in my little video earlier. I was like, yo, like I wonder what happened at the beginning of that scene. Twitter allows 2 minutes and 20 seconds of video. People, like that video was a lot shorter than 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So
yeah.
I'm wondering where the rest of that footage went.
Hey, Necron, you might have to film the whole thing and leak the whole thing. Just saying, bro. just to combat these idiots online. It's crazy, like, and how everyone's getting swayed by it too. It's like, yo, you've never seen something get taken out of context before? You've never done the due diligence to look at the full clip? Like, really?
Hey,
how old are you?
Like J-Lo and Ben fighting, like
right, dude.
How that one was blown out of context. And
what
you
are
see
we
the real
doing?
context. They're like, oh my god.
I bet y'all think that Tom Brady and Bill Belichick don't like each other too, right?
How did I know Tom Brady was gonna show up? I knew he was gonna show up.
You can't have a stream without a Brady reference.
Just so you guys know, just because I get those reactions, I'm never gonna stop. I'm never gonna stop, bro.
That's how I feel when I talk about the Dolphins, man.
But just so you know, like, it's been happening my whole life. My friends are like that I grew up with, bro. They're like, yo, shut up. I'm like, nah, dude. Understand the greatness.
Right. And here's the thing too, right?
Season.
Here's the thing too, right? Because I didn't see the entire post-credit scene. The screening that I was in didn't have that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
But here is my question, and I'm gonna guess, and I'm gonna make a guess based on what I saw earlier in the film. But I would say that that's not our Aquaman, right? That's in that scene either, right?
Quite possible.
So my honest opinion, what is said by Barry, it's hard to tell. Because I feel like what was shown was blown way out of proportion. Aquaman was just drunk. It's not the first time we've seen Aquaman drunk. Yeah, he does a little joke here and there, but he was drunk. So it's not like it didn't like overpower that whole scene. But what was said by Barry, and I'm not gonna say it because it's like y'all need to see it. But like for me, I took it as it was. So that's what I'm gonna say.
All right, hey, we'll see, because this post-credit scene has definitely been the talk of the town, right? In terms of like weird things being shown and like not having the full context, right?
Right.
So we definitely need that context.
Right. So
yeah, all I'm gonna say is these effects on Krypton,
crazy,
flawless, dude. To this day, it looks fantastic. I mean,
what's wild is because I'm watching the 4K version. When they were showing like the babies and like those little embryos and everything, yo, that looked crazy. So like, yes, this movie still looks amazing, and it's almost 10 years old. The 10-year anniversary is coming up pretty soon. I think or on the Bat Channel, they're doing a watch-along for the anniversary, right? For 10 years. Was it on 12th or 13th that this movie came out?
2013, yeah.
Yeah.
When you start, 2013.
Yeah.
It's better than a lot of movies that are coming out now, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, for sure, yo.
Oh yeah.
Right. But this is what happens when you let an auteur, like get a hold of an IP like Superman and all these DC characters, right? You get, something that's still being dissected and parsed over like 10 years later. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
For sure. This is the second time within a 365-day period that I'm doing a watch along to Man of Steel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally did it to Black Adam, right? And now I'm back here for the Flash, and I just watched it at full circle. You know what I'm saying, right?
Can we talk about that? How now the whole narrative is like, if Henry Cavill is not in the movie, I'm not gonna go see it. And yet you had a Black Adam movie that literally had Cavill in the movie, and nobody went to go see it. Like, I don't understand.
Well, because he wasn't wearing a black suit in the wrong game. Sorry, that's a deal breaker, man.
It just makes me laugh. It's crazy.
It's
not knowing
bizarro
that
logic, man. It doesn't make no
the,
sense. Like, what?
these Hollywood execs, you think they thinking about the damn theme?
Nope.
Right? Like, yo, we put Cavill in the movie, it worked.
You wanted
Right?
Superman, we put him in the movie as Superman, and you didn't go. That's all they see.
Facts.
It's crazy to me.
So
And,
while
I
we
did
on the
hear-
internet arguing about fucking semantics and taking L's,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, right? Like, oh my god, come on, man. You gonna take an L for semantics?
I was hearing what you guys were saying though about like how like Necron, how excited you are for to see Keaton. Man,
Yeah.
Sky's right. I need more Keaton in my life, man. Because what is
Villain.
shown in this movie?
Keaton versus the Flash, bro. They not understanding. I'm like, bro, like,
Man.
I'm like, bro, wait till y'all see this film, yo. Like Richie said, they act like that thing was playing loud as fuck. Like, it was
in my theater, people clap so much you didn't even hear the theme.
Right?
That's
Yo, literally, they tried to like do something where it was like some of the John Williams, but newer. It was like
it was a mixture of everything.
Yeah. But I didn't even hear it when I saw it in the theaters because everybody was cheering and clapping.
History repeats itself again, man. With the same stuff, the same rhetoric, people just trying to find a reason.
It's almost like they're using the BBS playbook on the Flash.
Yeah, you know? No, they do the same thing. That's what I mean with Black Adam as well. Like, just one bad thing is said about it, or a narrative is said about it early, and that
echo chamber begins. Yeah,
right. And then anything contrary to it, you know, those aren't real takes. Those are biased takes, right? Like your bad review because of Ezra Miller, things that happened outside of the movie. That's a good justifiable reason to have a bad review. It has nothing to do with the film, right? And you see those things out there as well. Those narratives get said, and it's like, oh yeah, just bring up old dumb narratives, tried narratives, and it's like
you just got these people with anything Snyder adjacent. They got to do their little grift against it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, hate on Snyder for this, you know, reason that's proven invalid. It's like, which if you actually watch the movies, like Mikey, for instance, didn't like this when he first saw it because he didn't understand it. And that's a lot of the reason why is people don't like the films. I saw a review for Man of Steel that literally said this film had not a lot of comedy and little jokes. And that was why they didn't like it. It's like, what? Look at what we're watching right now. Just
go watch an episode of Friends, man. This movie isn't that.
For real.
I don't know.
Go watch Scooby-Doo, bro. This ain't gonna be that. Like, what are you talking about? So when that's just the type of people who are out there that actually are quote unquote critics, you know.
I also heard a lot of people said the Flash is pretty funny. There's like the jokes land.
So I'm saying
it is funny.
Hey,
it is.
See, it can be done.
I don't think either of the people on Twitter or online, for that instance, are the vocal minority or any vocal presence on this film. Because even people like Stephen King think this movie was good. So as long as people,
everybody grifting, y'all.
Yeah,
everybody.
Exactly.
Tom Cruise was grifting.
Yeah,
right. Like everybody was in on that Warner Brothers grift.
Jaden Smith.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right. Same thing with you know, Top Gun last year. Everyone was grifting that movie too.
Top Gun rolled though. I like Top Gun.
That's what no, dude. Everyone's opinion is invalid about that, you know, because you thought it was a good movie and you just said so online.
Yeah, personally, like I can say, like from watching The Flash, like it was definitely a nice even blend of like, you know, you had there was times where it's like I had to do the little man tier because like there was sometimes where, you know, it got you, But then it was sometimes where you were laughing, sometimes where it was just like literally the action was just, you were just like, oh my goodness, like something was happening over here, over there. It was just,
Look, y'all don't understand the Flash, yo. Like, there's this scene where I felt like, yo, I don't even know what the feeling was. Real talk, when they was showing the flashback, right, from Barry's perspective, yo, my heart was like, I was like, yo, like that might have been the most, like one of the most impactful scenes that that I might have seen from that angle of this entire thing. Cause I felt like this feeling of like dread almost.
Yes.
Right.
Like at first it felt like a memory. It felt like when that part happens, it did feel like a memory, but then when you're in it, you're realizing that like you're like, oh wait, hold on. Yeah, man.
Right, yeah, and then it's like, yo, and then you know that damn sound of that world engine, yo, that world engine, man, yo, the world engine was such a cool like device, yo, and just the way it looked and sounds, and you could tell because like even Andy Muschietti went back to it.
Yeah. It's crazy how it's like 3 different perspectives of that one incident that we're about to see in this movie now. Again, like just different like angles. Like, oh man, it's crazy.
Damn, my goodness.
I was zoning the F out watching this just because that was Zod's speech, bro. It's like so fucking crazy.
Right.
You won't kill us yourselves, but you'll damn us to a black hole for eternity.
You wouldn't sully your hands.
Yeah. It spits on him. Yo, Neo Sevens with an ill amount of facts in the chat right now about this movie.
I was reading them all too, dude.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see different angles of this event too, and see how the Flash could help during it.
It's crazy because it's like it kind of shows how everyone was in the same place but in their own area.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy how it ties it in, man. It's really crazy.
Yeah, all the honest reviews that I've seen about this film say that they explain the multiverse opening in a very clever way, and like how it's able to connect, and how they're able to kind of go in between, and everything exists in its own way. Like all I've heard is good things about how they explain it. So I'm eager to, because all the movies we've seen, they all explain time travel and going through universes and multiverses in a different way. So I'm excited to see how the Flash can do it and how they explain it.
Right. I say, like, honestly, like, so how they explain like the Speed Force and the different things that Barry does when he's running through the Speed Force, I've never seen it done like that. Like, obviously, my reference is the CW, and even explaining like what happened to Barry's mom in the CW, like that was very hard to top that whole scenario. The way it's kind of explained here, like, oh man, like I was just like, they did it. Like,
that's cool. I'm gonna have to,
I wouldn't say it's better because it's just different.
Right.
Like,
they did it in a different way. Yeah,
exactly.
And I think somebody said that. I mean, we still said that Snyder saw the screening maybe, and he said that Muschietti did the Flash better than he did, which is like, wow, that's huge praise right there.
Hey, I told y'all the first time Barry started running, I was like, oh man, I was like, yo.
It was like a roller coaster, man.
I was like, yo, Zack got. I was like, hey, man, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Hey, I'm not joking. Heresy. They was calling me Savitar Skywalker, bro.
Sky betrays Sky.
I was like, yo, Sky betrays Zack. All that. I'm like, hey, I don't know. I'm just saying.
It really is, and then like you get like this adrenaline rush because the way that they shoot it, it's like you're running with him at one point. Like it's crazy.
I'm so happy and so eager to see this, bro.
Like I want to see it in D box so I can move with him. You know?
Oh, that high frame.
Yeah, with the moving chair.
I
And all
told
that.
you. I was like, yo, that is the difference, right? Because Zach really highlighted how fast that he was moving by really like slowing everything else down
Yeah,
to like a screeching halt, pretty much, and having him pretty much be able to move with the effects, and it would, it would look a certain way. But no, like with this one, you're moving with him, right? And it's like, I heard that this movie was giving people vertigo, and
Shit.
I get it. I get it. Like,
yeah.
it's like,
That's what I was saying. Like I could
really?
just imagine in a D box seat, like the seat that moves with the screen. Like I could just imagine somebody probably having a little barf bag next to them because
But if you do a little whoop before,
Yeah.
and then woo, yeah.
yeah,
man,
crazy.
Ripped.
Dude, insane, Rip.
Oh my god, dude, it's so beastly.
Wild.
Doesn't save nobody.
Right. Opening
Movies
scene.
you all watch, man.
Saves a helicopter of people.
good night to the homie Sickness, right? But yeah, look, I just be needing to ask people that have seen the movie whether or not I'm lying about this stuff, because
Not at all.
they act like I was tripping. They act like I was tripping.
So,
It's like,
I
I
do
mean,
have a question for you.
Yeah.
When you saw the cut, so okay, so it's in the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler. When Ben is talking to Barry about
Yes.
time travel, there is something that said for the life of me I can't remember what word or phrase that they use. So it's like they kind of use a phrase like how MCU has the blip when they're talking about a certain scenario.
Yes. Right. It was okay, I already know where you're going with this.
Okay,
And
okay.
and let me stop you.
Okay.
I couldn't catch what the word or phrase was either.
Okay.
But I know that Barry specifically said, like, no, it wasn't like that. It was
I went back a full day. That's what he
yeah,
says.
yeah. No. Well, in my screening, he said, look, I went back for like 1 second. He said, this is something like entirely different. He was like, yo, I went back like this much. This is me. I'm going back like that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Okay, so then I don't know, because what I saw, like, oh man. So like the way how he kind of explained it, so like they say like, oh, Ben goes, oh, so are you talking about like you did, and he says the phrase, and then Barry's like like that, but instead I went back a whole day. That's what he says, like in the screening I saw. So I don't know if it's the same or man.
Yeah, it sounds super similar.
Right.
It sounds super similar, but the same thing at the end of the day is like, yo, they confirmed that he time traveled before,
Exactly.
right? Which
Exactly.
only happened in Zack Snyder's Justice League. He did not time travel at all. And also the whole thing with Iris West and and her there was all types
She
of
mentioned something that was like, okay, there you go.
right? I was like, Snyder cut.
Yeah, all day, every day.
Like Snyder cut. All right.
That's why I wrote what I wrote. Justice is dead. Buried. Like,
right?
Nowhere in this film. It's nowhere in this film.
Right.
Man, I'd never get tired of the aesthetics in this movie.
Man.
Yo.
Yeah, I always liked how he kind of told his origin through flashbacks. That was like a dope way to keep the movie be like to really keep the movie going at the same time that you're kind of letting people know about how his upbringing was different than prior iterations that people might have seen.
Right. It was almost like kind of like, I mean, obviously it was done way better in the movie here. But like how Arrow did it the first couple seasons, how he kind of had those flashbacks in the beginning and then kind of moved the story forward, kind of all led up to that one main goal.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine seeing one of your homies just do this on the bus. You're like, yo, what? Did you just push the
Right.
bus, bro? What the? And he's just got to dip.
I'll be like, yo, get me first. And
Yeah.
then you can help everybody
Clark,
else.
throw me in the water, dude. How far can you throw me, bro? What the hell?
You know what you bet not do? You bet not go get that dude that called you Dick Splash before you get me. You know what I'm saying? That's what you bet not do.
100%.
What's his name? Freaking, I forget what his name is. You got Eddie first, dude. You didn't pick me up.
Is it Pete? Was he Pete Ross?
Pete Ross. You might be right about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going off of the Smallville days.
All right.
I thought this is when he dipped first. When I was first watching this, I'm like, he just disappeared. Like, oh no, he saved the fat kid. Oh no. Of course, this is his mom too, right? Karen.
Yeah.
Karen. Man, yo, the cast of this film, yo, is just spectacular.
Oh yeah, dude.
What's crazy is Kevin Costner is literally playing the same role he's playing right now in Yellowstone. Like he plays just like this. It's crazy.
Yeah, he was meant for this role, dude.
Yeah.
Iconic scene.
The scene is still being discussed, right? And what Jonathan Kent says to his son.
Yep. So pivotal for some reason.
Maybe. Hey, see? And what's crazy too is that he was right.
Yeah.
Like Batman's reaction in and of itself, right?
Yeah.
Like
he literally just
Batman's reaction.
It cost him his life, honestly. If you want to say that in BVS, you know.
For sure, right? He literally just said, "You see how Pete's mom reacted, and you're right. It is Pete."
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That in itself was a pretty cool take that Zach took with Pete Ross, because usually in the comics or like I said, Smallville, Pete's like his best friend, and we kind of do see him later on here become that friend that helps him out when he gets bullied and stuff.
Right, and we see Lois find him later in the movie, and also, wait, is he at the funeral in BVS, or is that just the priest? And
he is when you're walking in right before you see when Lawrence Fishburne when he's greeting everybody, he's like right before you get to the casket. He's just standing there, and you see the big glasses.
Big old Pete.
The peepers.
Right. We got Necron back from
Had to get a glass of water.
the lair. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's your hype level for the Flash though, Necron? I mean, is it like off the charts? What we got going on?
Dude, I honestly, it's probably like the only movie I'm excited for in the summer.
Okay.
I really don't have it for anything else, but this one is like, yep, it's on the calendar. I want to see it. And you know me, I see, all the kind of big movies, but this is the one like, oh, dude, I mean, Bat flick, I can't help it. I want to see it, even if it's only 5 minutes of Bat flick, it's better than no Bat flick,
Facts, yo.
So, man, he's so
real talk, right?
Then, like I said earlier, dude, you guys are telling me, oh shit, that's not enough Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Nah, not enough at all.
Nah. I need that Batman Beyond. Like you get that feel in this movie of like how great he would be as Batman. Oh, man.
I bet you Thursday night or whenever we all stream again on Wednesday, I'll be all smiles. I just think this is what I've been wanting in a DC movie since ZSJL.
Heck yeah. It's I can probably say it's and this is like I'm saying it like in generational, like this is a love letter to all DC fans in every generation. Yeah.
There you go, man.
But no, it singles out the Snyderverse, right? And craps on that one. Real talk, right? It singles out the Snyderverse, bro. Out of all the
Snyderverse is the premise of this movie. Like it's crazy to me.
Bro, out of all the DC timelines, right, the one that they disrespect was Zack's. Right? That's the only one.
It's the moving force of this movie. The Zack's universe. Because that's what Barry's trying to get to throughout the whole movie.
So that is a theme in the movie. I mean, I know you can't spoil too much, but Barry's trying to get back to his main universe.
Yeah, he's trying to get back to his Batman. His Batman.
Bro,
yeah.
I'm trying to tell y'all, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like that post-credit scene, he says something that you're like, wait, did he just say what I think he just said? That like they did, like they cut it off. Like it's just like you could tell like there was an agenda there when they released that cut, that little leak scene or whatever.
Was that the scene? Did any of you guys see that scene or no?
I did. I saw it yesterday, as a matter of fact. I saw the whole film.
So you saw the scene that was leaked?
Yeah, but that wasn't the full scene. That was like
I never even
like
seen the leaked scene. I have no.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it. I don't want to till I see the movie.
Yeah, you'll experience it better at the theater.
Okay.
I love how Superman was just in the background grabbing her stuff off the helicopter, and she's like, "Be careful with that. It's heavy."
He's like, okay. I'm holding it with my pinky. You don't even know it.
I hold it with my pinky toe. Damn bags, woman. Right?
He was holding them like they were little gift bags too.
He's like, oh yeah.
He looked up. He's like,
oh yeah,
they're
like
like
heavy.
bags on
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh man, oh so heavy. He seemed like shrug his shoulders. Oh jeez. But no, I definitely agree. When I first saw him, I was like, oh, there he is.
You know what? I don't even think that I noticed that he was back there the first time that I had saw this movie. That's the thing about Zack's movies. You can literally like not even notice certain stuff, right? That can just be so huge.
It's like multiple viewings.
Some people might not even notice him until that little remark that she made when they were like, "Oh shit, there he is!" Like, that's fucking Cavill right there.
So I was reading what Neil was writing in the Neil Sevens was writing in the chat, and when he said the December 2012, I actually do remember that because that was on the cusp of the final like season of Smallville, and we get actually one of the actors from Smallville as one of the like soldiers. Like he's working on the computer. He plays Dr. Hamilton on the show. So that was a cool little callback that Zach did.
Right.
Henry
Easter
Cavill
eggs.
walked out of that room again. Yeah, when I was watching this in the theaters, I'm like, all along the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, this is a Superman movie? Like, I thought this was gonna suck. This is sweet.
I think I saw it in 3D. It was put out in 3D, right? It went
in 3D.
Yeah, I wish I saw it in 3D.
I think I saw it in 3D.
You can, it was because you can still rent it in 3D.
There you go.
Man, that must have been so awesome.
That God fight must have been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I remember seeing it in 3D. It was honestly hard for my eyes to adjust the first time I saw it in 3D because they
actually captured it all.
Yeah, it was so real. I was just like, oh my God, dude, the building's falling apart. Like, where are they in all this? Oh my God, there they are.
Because look, you want to know what Zach does in scenes like that I've noticed is a little bit different. Zach keeps the scale of the actual humans like proper when he shows them beside and like flying next to these buildings and stuff. In a lot of these movies, especially like the Marvel movies, let's say Iron Man, when he's like flying by and they're in front of these buildings, they're actually probably bigger than they would appear in real life. Right, but no, Zach keeps that scale the same, and
kind of
so
like a drone shot almost.
Yeah, right. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And so I think that's a big part of the difference as to why when they're flying around and when they're moving outside of these buildings, it seems so different.
Yeah, it was revolutionary. It was something that I hadn't seen before, the way he did it. So I just wasn't used to it the first time I saw it. And then I saw it again and I was like, this is insane.
Necron, you got me wanting to go see The Flash in 3D now.
Well, if they do a 3D release, you need to go see it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll probably be saying the same thing Monday. See this in 3D.
Especially that third act of the film. Like, oh, man.
So funny. Like, what would you do if you saw a ghost? Like, the first thing hello? Like, that's the first thing I would say, too.
Yeah.
I definitely just saw a person.
Right? A guy who looks like my father. This dude had Russell Crowe and Kevin Costner as dads. That's crazy.
Dude.
Wow, I don't even really thought of that till right now.
Like Christmases would have been sick if. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Here comes those snooping Lois Lane.
Nosy Lois.
Yeah.
Lurking Lois. There's a wipe. Oh, the famous wipe.
Another Smallville shout out as well too. That's awesome.
The pod.
The open pod.
Yo, it's crazy because Superman, that thing hit him and he's just kind of like, what the hell? It hits her. He goes flying across the room.
Boom. Fucking wrecked.
And remember those cameras? They were popular at the time.
Yeah.
Still are.
Everybody wanted to be a photographer. gives her that look like, relax.
You done freaking out? You done freaking out? Okay. Yeah, that had to hurt.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
She can't even move either. She's just getting held down by Superman. Like, no give to those constraints at all, dude.
Man. And Dr. Emil Hamilton is in the Superman the animated series and the Justice League. So I'm like, yo, come on, man.
Did you peep them in the Flash?
Wait, Emil, I think so, if I remember correctly. I think I
like you don't see them, but you see them. Like, if you get my drift.
You don't see him, but you see him, right?
Yeah, you like from the back.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I remember that part. Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I can't wait to go see this movie again. You know.
Yesterday, I was like, so I took my dad. So this is my second time seeing it. It was my first time my dad seeing it. So I saw the CinemaCon cut, and then I saw the final cut yesterday. And like this cheesy smile my dad have after leaving the theater, I was like, oh man, they just hit all generations. Like, I know this is good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, yo, like I went with my homie. He's general audience, man. That dude, yo, he loved it. We was talking about it the other day, and he was like, "Oh man, I just love this part and this part. I can't wait to go back and go see it again." And I was like, "Hey, there we go." And he's younger than me, so he ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't even old enough to be knowing about Keaton, Batman, and all that, right? Like, and he loved it.
That's crazy.
Got freaking Google in the chat right now. It's pretty cool to see all these facts.
Hey, it's dope.
It's facts, dude. Boom, boom, boom.
Here's this insight.
One thing I will say, I would have loved to seen Kara and Henry on the same screen, because
word.
Oh man,
she was a bad cookie in that movie, man.
Yo, that would have been dope. They need to be in a movie together.
Oh yeah, 100% on Netflix. That's where it
is. Yeah, facts, right? Yo, my man Carlos was like, "Yo, I just saw the final cut." He's like, "Elseworlds is the key, bro."
Yeah, 100%. I'm telling y'all, that post-credit scene, like it, man. What Barry says, you're just like, okay, all of us, you know, fighting with Sky, Leon, talking about Cells, ESJL, like, we should be like doing backflips right now after seeing the Flash.
For real, you know, hey, look, I'm trying, man. I'm trying, right? But it be seeming like to me, like they don't want me to look. I don't know about you, but as soon as I started saying that this movie was dope, I started getting a lot of pushback. You know what I'm saying? Like immediately after I said that, you know, and even recently, right after that post-credit scene leaked, the snippet of the post-credit scene, they were like, "Oh yeah, see," and those fake ass Snyder fans that was trying to get y'all to go see this movie, and I was just like, bro, like you guys are in.
Jocelyn came back out of the death, you know,
right?
He came back and tried to take over. I'm like, what are we even doing right now?
I'm like, bro, I don't get it. I thought we loved Justice League, in 2021 when we got the Snyder Cut, bro. Like there was no reason to talk about that movie anymore
at all. At all.
I know
It's
that
not
was the end.
relevant.
Why are we still revisiting?
It's crazy to me.
the
I don't
ghost
have an
of
answer.
Jeff Johns lives on, like, you know what I'm saying? The ghost of Walter Amada. You know what I'm saying?
Those people
these
need
ghosts.
Ghostbusters or something, dude. They
These
feel
ghosts,
haunted.
Yo, and what's wild is literally we was in the theater at Full Circle, right? There's a video of like Zack Snyder being in the frame as behind him the credits are rolling and Jeff Johns' name just scrolls on by. And it's just like, yo, are we not see, because here is my problem with this whole boycott thing, right? How far are we supposed to take this? Because it seems like when it comes to the Flash, we have to take it all the way to, oh, Jeff Johns is gonna get paid off this, right? And all this stuff. But he gets paid off but he gets thanked in the Snyder Cut credit. Right? Like
where should stop, right?
It doesn't make sense to me, man. It doesn't make sense. I don't get it, man.
Can I go see Dune 2? Is that okay? Like I don't get like how.
Well, it's a WBD product. We're gonna have to have our lawyers look at that and see if you're allowed to.
Right, but why ain't nobody telling people to stay out the movies and not go watch Dune 2? Right?
Or don't go see Barbie. I mean, I know a lot of people aren't, but
like, yo, how far are we taking this?
Now that Sweeney Barbie, I might go see if that becomes reality, but this one I'm probably gonna pass.
Man.
Oof, that suit. That's the Black Adam suit.
Right? The one y'all want to see. They want to sit there. They want to sit there and be like, "Oh my god, it's a faceless cameo." I was like, "Bro, y'all didn't care about when he had his face in the cameo." Like,
and what's crazy is you do see his face in the movie.
I know, real talk, but I was trying to even give him that. I was like, bro, but his face is in the movie anyway.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
This is a wacky time, y'all.
It's like I said it on Spaces the other day. I feel like I'm in the Elseworlds running, like I'm Barry running through the timeline, and everything is backwards. Like I don't get it.
Oh my god!
It's crazy watching Superman and Lois and seeing like they took so much from Man of Steel and certain like instances of like especially like flying and stuff like that, and they added it to the show.
Oh, I see a lot of Zack Snyderisms and the TV show. Oh
yeah,
for sure. I need to get caught up on this season.
It was last episode. Yesterday's episode was pretty dope. Or Tuesdays. It was pretty dope. Pretty dope episode.
Oh man. Yo, I can't believe he literally said this line like, in time they will join you in the sun, and that's literally what happened, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The truth right there.
Like, that's literally what happened at the end of ZSJO.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, for sure. Going
I
into
thought
the
this was I'm sorry.
No, you're
This
good. You're
was
good.
just a beautiful moment in the movie. Him flying
100%.
first flight.
Like when I first saw this, the goosebumps I got, like I actually got a couple of these same goosebumps when I was watching The Flash. Like when you see that first cutscene where he's running and I was like, whoa, all right, I'm ready. Let's go.
Hey, well, I'm telling you, they said that I was a heretic. Right. A-Pass hit me with the heresy. I was like, bro, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just saying that this movie's dope. And I know one thing, when Barry started running, I was like, Zach got his work cut out for him. 100%. Like, I was like, yo, because if the effects gonna be looking like this, bro.
But you know what helps it? You know what helps it as well too is Ezra's like the way he runs. You know how he throws his fingers, and it's like it just adds to the effect that I can't say his name, that Andy does when he's like running. Like, man, it's crazy. Words don't do it justice.
You know what? They be talking about the CGI, but it's mostly in the third act where it looked funny. That first run, that shit didn't look wacky at all. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, that didn't look wacky at all.
Say, so watching the final cut, there's some CGI that you can't help. The best way I could explain it is you know how when you're watching the Spider-Man No Way Home movies where you could tell it's a CGI part, you can't really help it. But the way Ezra looks in the actual Flash shoot, it's not as how the CinemaCon was, where you could definitely tell it's just he looks totally, the lighting, everything, it just looks so realistic and so much better. It's a smooth walkthrough. It's really good.
Right. And there you have it. The CGI was improved in the final cut. You kind of saying hey, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, look, they really don't want this movie to do good, Joe. Yeah. For some strange reason, there's something awry, right? And then you got people like, oh my God, why would he just let his dad die? He literally explains to
I was just gonna mention that.
Yeah, me too. We all clicked at the same time. Oh man.
It was he literally explains to her right afterwards why he let that happen.
Well, you could even say that the first time John's talking to him at the truck when he's a little kid, when Pete's mom is at the house, he explains it there why he tells him don't show your powers.
Thanks.
Yep.
This is bigger than our lives.
Imagine all the conversations between those two, right? I'm pretty sure this was a consistent thing. He's like, bruh, keep it to yourself.
I could have seen if they would have done the Man of Steel 2, him having flashbacks and have Kevin Costner there, more flashbacks of different situations.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we even saw his ghost in BVS, so
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely would make sense to have him provide more guidance. Yeah, it stinks to see. Like I said, the weird rhetoric that's out there about the Flash movie. It feels like BVS all over again. I mean,
right.
You have these weird played out opinions, but that's the thing though. Yes, everyone can have their own opinion, but make sure it's yours and make sure you're not just borrowing somebody else's because maybe you agreed with something they said one time. That's mainly the issue that we have with a lot. And I mean, it's very tiring for me to be back here again. Like, as someone who has OCD, like I really hate repeated things that circle over and over and over and over again. Like, it really drives me up the wall insane. Like, when people are claustrophobic or they have anxiety issues, I have that when people are repeatedly doing the same thing. And I feel it again every time I log on to Twitter and I see the same narratives that I saw years ago. The whole reason why we got put in this position was because of what's happening now. Like, these people don't realize that they're committing the same mistakes, if not, committing mistakes that people did before them, and talking crap about the BVS without even seeing it, and seeing the final cut of it. And it's unfair to all the people who worked so hard in this movie, and they want to grandstand and high horse about the people who weren't involved in this movie. But let's just remember, the people who weren't involved in this movie actively walked away, and they did not get fired from this movie. They left because of creative differences or problems they had with the upper management, right? And now the upper management has all been fired because of the things that they did. So all the high horsing that I see, it's just like
they're hiding under their beds. That's what it is.
It really is. And when you dispose and debunk, their one reasoning, you're like, okay, well, see, I proved you wrong on that. Not necessarily that I'm trying to prove you wrong, but like, I'm trying to alleviate the situation where you have this old baggage hanging around that you don't need to. I'm trying to help you. And then you do that for them, and then they're like, well, there's also this too. It's like, okay, well, why spend my time talking to any of these people when you're just going to find another reason? You're going to literally roll out a deck of cards, pick up the first card, and be like, oh, here's a reason that I have for not going to see the Flash. And it's despicable, honestly. As someone who likes comic books, someone who loves the Flash and loves DC, all I've heard from actual critics who don't have biases, they've said, as if you're a DC lover, DC fans have said this, if you're a DC fan, you'll love this movie. So all the people talking crap about this movie, I guess you're not a DC fan. And I really would love for you to stop calling yourself one, because of the things that you do all the time on Twitter and talking crap about the fans who actually enjoy the stuff that DC is putting out and making money off of.
Right.
So, and I'm sorry if I went quiet for a little bit there. Like, I'm just like soaking in all of the things, because it is just this. It's to be blunt, my father said this every day. I come home, yo, Dad, how was your day? Austin, I tell you this every day, and I'd say it with him. Same shit. Different day.
Yep.
Yeah. My dad said the same thing.
Hey, Austin dad really was tired of him asking him that shit, right?
Same shit, different day, bro.
What do you think?
And it just got to the point where I just come home, what's up, Dad? Same shit, different day? He's like, yeah. And if it wasn't, he would tell me, but usually I'd be like, yeah, same shit. Same people complaining about the same shit, Austin. It never ends. People just want to bitch and complain all day, and I come home, and then more people bitch and complain. I got my phone on me. People just call me to bitch and complain. And that's what it feels like, dude, whenever I go online. Just people bitching and moaning about shit that doesn't even concern them, one, but is false, two. So, yeah, same shit, different day. Shout out to Dagwood, bro. He's sleeping right now, but he's the man, bro. Same shit, different day. I'm my dad. I've become my dad. This is full circle, dude.
Speaking of dads and all that, circling back to the scene where he has to let Pa he can't do nothing. Like, how many people have said when they lost someone, like, if I could only have done something. Like, and Clark he can do something about it, and he still can't do it. Like that's a really profound scene in the movie, and I think I can't understand like how people don't see that as that, like, because his dad loved him so much, he didn't want the world coming and crashing in on him if he revealed his powers, too soon or whatever. It's just
well, that's the thing, though. It's
scene,
like the majority of the world really does lack empathy or any sense of perspective and being able to put themselves in other people's shoes, because that's what they see. They see this movie, and like you said, they can relate to being in a situation where they lost someone and wanted to do something but couldn't do something, didn't have the ability to. And they see Superman with the ability to do that. Like, well, this is a movie. He should save him because he's Superman and blah, 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 blah. If I was Superman, I would do that. It's like, no, if you were Superman, you would let your fucking father die just like he did.
But what's even more crazy, though, to that is that it shows how strong of a character, Clark really is. Because
yes.
Zack also gave us Ben Affleck's Batman, who we know if Ben was in that situation, he would have done it. Like he would have went and saved his dad and worried about the consequences later. Yeah. Whereas we're seeing here, Henry is actually showing more strength in withholding himself from doing it.
Yeah.
Y'all.
I would say that's
I saw it, Sky.
That's more benevolence. There's more benevolence of Superman on display right there. Just what people want to talk about. Go ahead.
This scene is coming up. This scene is like super epic, and I can't wait till y'all see this, because this whole part is like one of my favorite parts in this movie too. And to see this play out in the Flash film was definitely super dope as well. But wait, where did the chat go?
You know what I'm just realizing? What the hell is Martha Kent doing outside with a bowl of apples? What the fuck you doing?
Hey, eating them.
She's a farmer, man. She got apples.
What are you picking apples at nighttime for? Oh, I didn't know Loris Fishburne had those diamond studs in. What's up, dude? Okay. Yeah, this is some signed shit. When I saw this, I thought signs the whole time.
That is a crazy parallel that Neil Sevens just dropped right now with Smallville.
This fucking Screech, dude. This is signs all over.
Oh, Sky, I'm getting flashbacks, Sky, from the movie.
Right? He has harbored one of my citizens. Got Wayne T. Carr in the building, stopping through. All right. Man, what y'all doing if some shit like this really happened, bro? Just all of a sudden, like,
y'all be freaking the fuck out.
I would, like, what do you do at that point? I'm off for work, I guess.
Bro, I'm hoping I'm hoping somebody else is around me, and I'm gonna say, "You see that too, right?" Like, this ain't just what I smoked. We good?
Right? Is this really happening?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit my guy up, dude. He showed me some shit. What the fuck is this?
What was this lace with?
Yeah, bro. You are not alone, bro. I'm tripping in my house. The TV looks all ringed out. That's some
all electricity off except for the TV.
He said it looks all ringed out.
Got some lady walking through my TV screen. Dude, can you imagine though, just being like stoned off your rocker and that you're watching like Family Guy late at night and that comes on, you're like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
Thinking it's some
episode of
Family
Stranger
Guy
Things.
skit.
Like, yeah, where is that supposed to be funny?
I'm missing the joke.
Yeah, right. That was the weirdest Family Guy skit pull off I've ever seen. What the hell? Yeah, the FBI is here, bro.
You're right. I love how after she gets downstairs and like fucking outside, she gives that look like, yeah, I got him, and they pull her right on her ass, like, yeah, ain't going nowhere. Yeah, there we go.
I will say the way that they did the twist with the Zod scene and the Flash, like I love how it's like so true to the movie that we're watching now, but then like it's also like different in its own way.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, oh man, it's so dope.
Gentlemen, I gotta step out.
For sure, Brody.
Gotta work in the morning.
Man.
But
Yes.
I'll watch the rest of it and stream along with it tomorrow, man. It'll be fine.
Shouts out to Lord Necron, you know what I'm saying, coming through.
Must retire to my other lair.
Right?
Peace out, Necron.
Later, guys.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
Bro, I wish that he did just like play one sport in high school and just like dunked on kids' faces.
Come on, man. Come on, Kent.
Yeah.
Come on.
You just see him get pissed and just break each backboard. And like, what are you doing, bro?
Can you imagine playing football? Just trucking
That's
people.
what I'm saying, dude. If like you hit him off guard and he gets mad, you know what I'm saying? Like the retaliation hits, bro. You're dead. You're dead, bro.
Or he just goes out there and Tom Brady's just like be the best quarterback.
Oh
ever.
my!
Bro, I didn't say it, bro.
Grab a drink. I'll be right back.
I didn't say it, bro. I didn't say it, bro.
I had to do it. I had to do it all. I had to do it. I had to do
I
it.
didn't say it, bro.
You brought up
but-
sports, man. I had to do it.
Can you imagine though? Can you imagine being a quarterback and seeing Kal-El line up as a linebacker? You gotta call
Done.
him out as a Mike. You're like
Done.
52 is the Mike. 52 is the Mike.
It'll be like the Water Boy.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Straight up, dude.
Excuse me.
Oh, this is an epic scene.
What's on your mind? And then imagine being this guy, like, yo,
Yo, you
the
see his golf?
alien.
You see his golf?
Right.
He's like, oh fuck. Dude. This shot with Henry Cavill, bro.
That's Zack stuff, man.
Zod can't be trusted. He's a little bitch ass motherfucker. They want young Superman, bro. This is young Superman.
Yeah, like yeah. How much younger do you want him?
Dude, I
You
know.
want Superboy? We already have that in Superman and Lois.
Get Superboy. That's the only. Yeah, right. This is rookie Superman, bro. This is first All-Star game Superman. That's an epic shot. I would like to speak to them hot cheeks.
Don't play games with me, General.
Yep.
Oh, the hell? See him dropping ice.
I'm so glad that he got the dude from SVU too to be the Air Force like general. He's so good.
Look, y'all know something funny too. People be like, "Oh my God, this movie has no color." and then they always go back to this scene without giving the context that they're in an interrogation room.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's not that, like, yo, if you think that room is supposed to be anything other than super gray and make everything in it look great, and you're sadly mistaken. They're in an interrogation room, yo.
Yeah.
On a military base.
Let's put our cards on the table, General.
Dude, when he just like breaks these handcuffs is one of my favorite parts in like movie history.
Yeah.
It's just like ting.
I remember to this day the theater's reaction, like, oh shit.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, little gasp. Oh. Oh. I know, bitch. That's what he said.
See, real talk, I'm getting flashbacks, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, especially this part right here. That's what I was saying. Like, do you remember that? Look, you see the back shot where you're seeing Cavill right now? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not going to say too much.
I love how he says that too. Go, Lois.
Right? He like, yo, right? Like, listen to me, Lois. Get out of here.
This isn't an argument that you win and I say, okay, this is you get the F out of here, all right?
Plus, Lois low-key wanted to move anyway. Because if you notice, she started kind of like walking away slowly, and then she started kind of picking up the pace. And then ran over, and then she ended up running over there. So
she's like, ah.
I think that she wanted out of that situation too.
Yeah, everyone else has body armor on. Superman is body armor.
I mean, Marcus is killing it with these facts.
Right.
Shall I tell the general you're unwilling to comply? Right? Like,
I love how he's like, I don't care what you tell him. See, there needs to be. That's what I love about the fact that this movie, like more figures like that in a movie, right? Like some people might think that the Navy, like his role as a general there is like insignificant, but he's acting like a Navy person would, you know, like, hey, that's my D. I don't care what you tell he's the enemy. All right. So I feel like that's lost a lot in a lot of movies nowadays is they make these men like weak in a way. Not willing to stand up for those type of things.
yeah. Yeah, because in all in all reality, with them agreeing to hand over Superman, and all of a sudden they just get down here and they start trying to change terms and all that,
Right,
right?
dude. That's how they would
He,
react.
yeah, he would be like, bro, like, hold up, like. Once you start asking for us to hand over human beings, you know what I'm saying? Like that changes the conversation significantly.
And I love how he didn't like hesitate to say it either. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up.
Yeah. It's crazy how like seeing how the mask that they wear, like the helmet
Yeah.
here, and how it like plays so well in the Flash as well. Like, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, you see, he fresh off that flash buzz, y'all. Like, I wish I was still like feeling it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's been a little bit longer for me since I've actually seen it. But man, I'm really raring to get back into that theater, yo.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Oh man, I can't wait to see the Flash.
Man,
That's how I felt walking out the theater. I was like, I want to watch it again.
Right? Man, I love how Barry does his little pose before he starts running and everything, man. Like, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Love how he's wearing a Royals shirt.
Man, I've always wondered, what does Zod's crest stand for?
Dick.
Right? Like,
I think it's it's I think it's like a military type, because doesn't all his people that are with him have the same symbol?
No, I don't
maybe.
think so. I could be wrong. But no, the what it reminds me of is the red sun logo with the
Yes,
the Russian
that.
symbol in that. It reminds me just like the Soviet Union thing, which would make a lot of sense that they made them the enemy.
Hey, the instrument of our damnation became our salvation. Hashtag sell.
I was just gonna say hashtag sell ZSJL to Netflix, dog.
And the Flash, low key too, right?
Yep.
Think about it.
Yeah, 100%.
The instrument of our damnation became our salvation.
It's wild.
Even a world engine. Oh my god, bro! I can't wait till we get to this world engine. Yo, it's so crazy, y'all. How like this one moment was so pivotal throughout the entire like DCEU, yo.
Yes. It's like I said earlier, like everyone's in their own space, but it definitely affected their lives, like in general.
Dude, it definitely affected their lives, right? Barry, once you see, oh my god, once they get Barry's POV, real talk, I think that they're really gonna have a better understanding of like what we talking about.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, definitely. Even the man, I'm gonna wait till we get to the part here while we're watching it, and then I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's like it's very like what Sky. What did you think of like when we see Barry whip into action, like when he saves that first scene where he's saving people? Like, what did you think about that?
Oh my god, the hospital scene, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh my, yo, yo, that scene hit on multiple levels for me. The part where it looked like he was going to go do something, but he was actually going to go do something.
Yeah. I literally was sitting there rewatching it yesterday, and I look over at my dad, and my dad looks at me. He goes, how did I know that was gonna happen?
But it made sense though, right? Like,
because that's how it starts. It starts with him like looking for that certain thing, and then like it's like, all right, for me to do what needs to be done, I need to get to here first.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Man, Michael Shannon, bro. General Zod. Like, man, what's wild is with me, like having been in the army and stuff, like I could totally see that guy like being like some military general, like from some alien planet, just totally hell bent on taking over Earth no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, definitely. It's
Ricky
I have
said,
family who's been in the military as well, and there's some that they're still kind of like that in life right now. So.
yeah.
I love this part where Jarrell just pops up.
Samantha Wynn.
Right there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because you see, they have these helmets on now, and I am kind of getting kind of reminiscing back to Zod and Feora, you know. Man.
I always forget Big Man's name, the big Kryptonian. Does he have
right? I always forget his name too. Yes, he did, and he was hard in this movie too. I was like, hey, bro.
Nasty. He was nasty in this movie.
Like, bro. Oh man.
I liked how you know how when Clark, when he's first learning how to adapt to all the like, you know, the X-ray vision and all that stuff, how they kind of did the same thing with Kara and when she first comes out.
Yeah. Right, which is why people, man, they be trying to act like, the Flash is disrespecting Zack Snyder. I'm like, bro, this dude literally is like
crazy,
paying homage in every way possible. Like, man, let me out these damn restraints, bro.
That look on his face. It's like, you thought.
Oh my God.
Feora's knife even makes an appearance in the Flash.
Right?
There she is again. Samantha Wynn's cameo.
Right, and Andy Muschietti didn't nerf the Kryptonians either.
Nice.
Right? Like,
At all. At
right?
all. Multiple times at all.
Hey, I'll just say this. There's only one Cavill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's only one Cavill, yo. Like,
Yeah.
hey, everybody ain't Cavill.
100%. 100%.
Oh man.
That's why he's
Just
Superman.
with all of them. Right? Oh my God.
Pimp float out.
You got Sin Havoc in here. What's going on? What's going on? We in there watching Man of Steel. In there chatting about its connectivity to the Flash. And, you know, it's just a whole bunch of stuff, yo.
I didn't know he palmed this thing at first. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, let me palm it.
Palmed it, bro.
Yeah.
The homie Marcus been dropping some cold facts the whole stream.
I'm gonna need
You
to
gotta
like
go back
come
and
back
read it all.
after and like
Yeah, facts.
write it all down.
Right? That was like a stream within the stream, a stream of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Dude, my dog would be going nuts if that landed in my yard.
Oh, I'm
He wouldn't
surprised
just
my
be
dog
barking
is
at
so
that. I'd be like,
quiet right now.
ah! My dog would be going lit, dude. Knocking over shit in the house, trying to get outside. Like, what is that?
Yeah,
And
I
like
got a
he
pit
hates when
bull
people
mixed
are in
with
the
a
yard too.
with
So he
American
should be,
bulldog.
yeah.
That dude would go crazy.
I will kill you. And those things were kind of shaped like a ball, so I guess you would want to play with it too. Be like,
right.
I could probably fit that thing in my mouth. Pause. That's what my dog would say. That's what my dog would say.
We know what you meant.
Hey, as long as he has a pause.
Hey,
Yeah.
bro, everybody be taking everything out of context nowadays.
Bruh.
Oh man, this is some crazy Kryptonian action right now.
Bro, I wish that she just looked like anywheres else. Oh, not my truck, in my house.
Mm.
There we go.
I loved how like when they did Cavill flying, it looked like he was actually heavy.
Yeah.
Like he was going against the gravity while he was flying.
Yeah.
So crazy right there. So fast.
Yo. Havoc says, of course it's connected to the Flash movie. Right?
100%.
Mama Bear said, I think the Zod symbol is strength. Okay.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. And make sure that y'all grifting the likes.
Facts.
Right, yeah.
I really love that suit, man. That suit's so badass. Oh, here we go.
That's the equivalent of Superman getting zapped on Justice League animated.
Yeah.
The fucking callback.
Imagine seeing that, bro. Like 2 Kryptonians, bro. Like, right? Like,
You just run inside and lock the door? Heck no.
There's no gate, there's no door, bro. It's out the back door. Keep running. Don't stop.
Yeah, ain't no just going inside and locking the doors,
That
bro.
door, dude. That ain't. You just see that dude plow that freaking house or building over? What?
We getting the hell out of here, bro.
Yeah, dude. We are the hell out. You guys ever run from a house party they got broken up by cops before? Because that's exactly how I felt. Like, bro, you gotta just keep running. You don't stop, bro. You just keep running. There might be
one time I was running so much I wasn't looking down because it was dark and I fell into like an empty pool.
Oh,
I had to just camp out there. Yeah, that was
crazy. Damn, bro. Yeah, you just gotta make sure you're good.
Yeah. I was like,
fuck it. They're not gonna look in here. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Man, what is Buddy's name, bro? The big Kryptonian.
Watching him right now, the way he's moving, I'm just remembering a pivotal scene with him.
Oh, it's the same scene. It's the same scene.
Nah, it's different, bro.
It's the Batwing.
Nah, it's a little different, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, putting in work, though.
I think they just call him Juggernaut, though.
No, he has a name. Because Marcus even told me one time.
Sin wrote it. I think he said Nom.
Nom, yeah, there you go.
Nomic, yeah. Oh, yeah, and then Neo 7. Oh, so yeah, Neo said it earlier in the effect.
And we do not. Bruh, if anybody is like giving me the hands and just calmly breaking down evolution to me, right? Like, right? Like just breaking me down and just like calmly. Since you possess a feeling of morality and we do not, it gives us an evolutionary advantage.
There he goes.
No, man.
Oof.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. He's gonna be calmly breaking
Michael
down.
Keaton lovers, man. Y'all ain't ready.
Right? Yes, Richard Citron played Namek. Yes.
Okay.
Richard Citron, aka the man behind the GOAT Batman fight scene, right? Facts.
That was crazy.
He was the one in the bat suit.
The gun was gonna do. He was go reaching for his gun. Like, what was it?
Superman saving people once again.
Yes, this is right. Feora was awesome.
Just calmly breaking down evolution to this dude. Like, Man. Oh my God. Y'all want to know something? Even the way that the bullets bounce off of Feora, doesn't that kind of remind you of that hallway scene from the Batman? Like, yo, because I can hear it in my headphones, and it literally sounded just like that scene.
The little blink blink. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, man.
That's the famous blade.
Man, this was literally like almost like a modern day version of Superman 2. Because like, yo, with these three Kryptonians coming to Earth, you know it would be a problem.
Yeah. And in Superman 2, they do fight the military as well. So that's like right on the nose. It's pretty cool.
Right?
There's my homie again, not backing down, by the way.
Right? Oh, nah. Brody not going to back down at all.
He was literally going to knife her. He was about to knife.
Yeah.
What are you doing, bro? And then Superman comes out of nowhere.
What's his name again?
I don't remember, bro, but he literally lunged forward.
Oh, my goodness. I almost called Christopher Meloni.
Okay.
From Law and Order SVU, right?
Yeah, I grew up with him on the TV 24/7 because that's what my mom loved to watch.
Matter of fact, I think this was the first like movie I ever saw him in.
Right.
It was for me. It was for me.
That wasn't connected to like a SVU or something like that because I know they did like some low budget movies of SVU and stuff, but like this is like I think this was his first like standalone like thing.
Man, shout out to Zack.
Heck yeah.
Yo, shout out to whoever fired that missile, bro.
Right.
Wow, bro. Damn.
So bringing him up, though, Sky, like he does something very important in this film that happens differently in the Flash. If you kind of get what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Yeah, he
Okay, yeah, okay. Bro, I gotta see that movie again, man. Because it was like, yo, like, how are we gonna, we don't have because it's hard to kind of dance around and not spoil it, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. But it was a very pivotal scene. I'll just say that.
First thing mom's trying to go save is the photo album. Look at that. All right, that's just a mom thing.
Yeah.
Man. You don't tell me that's not Superman right there.
She out here yelling.
I'm just happy that I'm just glad that the puppy's okay. The first time I saw this, I saw a truck go in the house. I'm like, no, the dog's in there. No.
Right.
I met your dad.
I met your dad.
Yeah. They're both dead. What? This guy would have made a pretty. When I watched the movie, I also kind of thought of the science guy. He would have made a good Desaad as well, because he kind of got that vibe to him.
If I'm not mistaken, in Smallville, I think he was in Smallville as Desaad. I think so. I have to look that up actually. Let me. You know what? I'm here right now.
He's got those vibes.
Release the world engine. Oh my God, this world engine, y'all.
Here we go.
First of all, this came right out of Justice League Animated, episode number 2.
I'm not gonna lie, man, that's how I felt watching The Flash, man. Like I was just watching like a to be continued episode.
Is this part 4? What the fuck?
Yeah, right? Like
yo. I'm sorry. My brother did Radar, bro. And this is him. He's like, what? Just split into 2, dude. I don't fucking know. What just happened? He's like, you fucking tell me. We're tracking an alien ship. It can go into 2. I don't know.
Oh my God.
But also, though, we can have those moments in my little comments because I can put and I relate to real people actually being in these situations that are otherworldly. And Zack Snyder does that.
Right. 100%.
Here we go, people.
And the fact that we all have people who are also like involved in the military, to have them so prevalent in this movie is very cool as well, because they would be our first line of defense against something like this.
Wasn't that part of the marketing scheme as well? Like when they were marketing Man of Steel?
Yep.
That's
as it should. Yeah, as it should have been too. Like I wish that they had more of a. That's my only gripe with Zack Snyder's Justice League is that we just don't see any of the armed forces kind of represented. But it makes sense as to why they're not, right? Like that. If I was to want to see one thing, it would just be that there was some armed forces represented a little bit in it, but. They're fighting an alien from a whole different universe. It makes sense why they didn't show up. Plus, you had so much other stuff in the movie to take place.
And they didn't even know where the whole thing was taken. They didn't know where Desaad was at. I mean, Steppenwolf was.
And I do.
Plus, they did show up when Superman showed up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say they do show up for a little bit. A little bit.
Yo, look. Hold on. Real quick. Look, the way that this world engine operates, yo, right? Like
crazy.
When you see it in the Flash, it's used in a way in that scene where, like, it's almost scary. Like, I like it's hard to describe, right? Like, you really get a sense of like the power of that machine, yo, and just, you know,
like it's cool because like, so how we're seeing it here, it's like we're seeing it from the angle of like we're actually like in it, like we're you know, you're seeing it happen. But in the Flash, you're like on an outside perspective looking at it while it's like doing its thing. So it's pretty cool. Oh, I just looked it up, by the way. So he actually played a clone of Lex on Smallville.
Damn.
Like an older clone of Lex, yeah.
That's so cool. Hey. I didn't even know, but I knew. Like a black hole.
So you want us to bomb them with that?
I said no spoilers, Skywalker, not yet. After the Flash is shown to the masses, then we can say we told you so. Right? Hey, I'm trying to tell you. The world engine originally destroyed Atlantis and killed King Orvok, Orm's father. More dangerous in the
In the
Flash
Flash,
movie.
yeah, I think I
Yeah,
agree
like
with that.
it's weird, right? Like when you see that world engine, it's like I don't know. It was like a feeling of dread I had, like knowing.
Yeah.
I don't know how to. I'm trying to describe it without describing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because like,
yeah. Well,
okay,
maybe it's like
there's
this. Maybe it's like this. Maybe it's that we know the outcome of what happened with that world engine here watching Man of Steel. So rewatching it, we were kind of like we know
plus
how
with
bad it gets.
yes, plus with who he's in the scene with.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And it's like
100%.
you watching it and it's like, oh my God, like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
like what is about to happen right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, I know. Right?
It was like the same
And,
feeling you
yeah.
got when Ben was trying to save homie that lost his legs
Man,
in BVS in the beginning.
might have been worse, bro.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
No,
definitely worse.
no,
But
because it was like I didn't know what was gonna happen, right? Because it's like
right,
you know,
right.
like it's like, yo, no, look, how dark is this movie about to get, bro? Like,
Yeah.
I like, yo, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not right now. Like, I don't know. It's like, dude, and then now he's honing his powers. It's like, oh my God, man, he just leveled up. Like, he just
No, it's like watching fucking like Frieza or something. Like, oh no, he figured it out.
which he would be,
Yep.
right? Which I always did get kind of mad at Clark. It's like, why'd you have to tell him that? Like, he's
I
like,
know,
yo,
It's
dude.
like
you're right. Like, I trained myself to
Goku.
hold my senses. Like, what? Like, bro, I'm not giving this motherfucker no kind of
Pulled a
purse.
Goku and threw him a sensu beam so he could eat it and get stronger.
He's like, I want to
He's
beat
like-
you at your final form. I don't want to beat you at your
He's
weakest.
like, oh, so I have to train my senses, right? And only focus on what I want to focus on. Okay. Right? Like, and then he figures it out immediately afterwards. But it does lead to that great line later in the film when, you know, and where did you train?
Yeah.
On a farm?
Yeah. Yep.
That was a hard line, right?
Yeah. So Flash had Injustice vibes. Man.
Man,
Zod
that shot of the
does
missile, so sweet. Rolling out of the plane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Sky. It is hard to explain like how the world engine is here compared to the like it is hard because like seeing this right now, we're like it's pretty freaking badass here, but I don't know, it's just different.
Yeah,
Man.
it's just it's the setup of that scene,
Right.
right? And it's like, yo, I was dreading like a certain outcome. You know what I'm saying? And I just really, I was like, oh my God, like don't tell me I'm done about that. Nah. Right? And it was because also you didn't really see. Oh, this is also something too, right? Like you didn't really see the world engine interacting with like humans either. You know what I'm saying? Like that was also something that I kind of changed it too. It was like, like it was like, yo.
I'll say another thing. Maybe it's also because, like, with having, this version, you obviously have Superman and he's saving everybody. So it's like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking because I don't want to let it out. I don't want to let it out, man. It's gonna slip. I'm like literally at the tip of my tongue. Oh man.
Richie brings up a great point. He says, people act like the military didn't cause all that damage too. That's true too.
Right.
Facts.
Said acting like it was all Superman.
Was it you that said when we were doing the watch along on the weekend? I think I was in the chat, and you were like talking about like you imagine open up your window and you just see Superman smashing two cars together.
Somebody said that. I think. Wait, was it Austin?
I think it was.
I think it was Austin.
Like how they did that, like in the animated show. Like I love how like Zack kind of did his own version of that. Like the destruction was like, hey, we're just gonna save the world. Like we'll fix it later. It is what it is.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
When we were watching it during the Justice League watch along, I was like, does anybody see what I'm seeing here? So there's a whole lot of clamoring and discussion going on by us kids.
Yeah.
When we were watching that, I don't think so.
A whole lot of hey, why didn't he move the fight to space? Right? Like, come on, yo.
Nah, dude. No one's caring about that. You just want to know, did Superman beat Darkseid? Like, that's all that matters. Like, what the fuck? Or the people in that building that don't exist, are they okay? Oh. Shut up. Just like people want to like take other people's issues and make them their own and virtue signal the hell out of stuff. They do the same thing in movies, right? They pick issues that aren't a big deal and just nitpick the crap out of them and act like they are real. Like, you have to care about the people in the building. Dude, there's nobody there. What are you talking about? Like, it's a movie.
But here's the thing. I always took that as Zack movies. They obviously make people feel like they're more real than other movies, right?
With that also, like BBS, he kind of. My bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say in BVS he kind of like clears that up because Ben Affleck he goes to the abandoned like city or whatever to fight Doomsday and all that.
Oh yeah, right. They draw him to that one island or whatever.
Yeah. Yo, this part is so crazy. Yeah. Yo, this man made a fist. It's like with the weight of literally like the world pushing down on you, bro.
Ugh.
And he flies somehow.
Fly through it, bro.
Man.
Oh my God, so beastly. Boom. He said, fuck your couch, Rick James.
You did it. You're right.
Oh, the sun scene right now. That's another flashback.
Right?
Oh man.
Richie said all that damage and Superman ain't even there yet.
Yeah, right.
The same type of folks that want to know if Superman fought a hippo.
Yeah, for real.
Right? Said rumor has it that Superman landed on Themyscira afterwards, right as he's charging back up. That'd be crazy.
That would be.
Right. Nope.
Dang.
And it's crazy how like this ship crashes there, and then this ship is such a point of contention later because like it's obviously where Zod, I mean where Zod's body is turned into Doomsday, but then even later, it's over there by where they set up Star Labs at, right?
Oh yeah,
right,
it's
y'all.
the same area. The same area.
Xenoscience. Right?
This is the part I was talking about, Sky.
Right.
Oh.
He just threw his boy in front of Feora. Oof.
To the Phantom Zone.
Right.
And here's Heroes Park.
Superman like, yo, but I got a whole other battle that I gotta fight first.
Right.
He's like, stay on the ground, please. All right, cool. Yeah. Sick of saving you from falling places.
Right. Man, Perry White. Lawrence Fishburne's take is that character is iconic too, yo.
Underrated, man.
Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely underrated.
Ain't no just making out, bro. You still got Zod to deal with, dude. Zod, you've taken his soul from him, right? Said Bruce Wayne and Barry are in the city for sure.
Round 2, fight.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yep.
Look at this.
It's like how we were saying, it's just like different perspectives.
I was born. Action I take. Or how cruel. Of my people.
Oh, this is an epic scene, bro.
I have no people. Damn. Yo, Zod makes it so clear, right from the jump.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make them suffer, Cal. These humans you adopted. Right? Like he's like, bro, look, and then he tells her later, either you die, I'm saying, like, around, dude, like, bro, nah, man, ain't no negotiating, bro. None of that. And he's getting stronger, like, the longer he stays there. Marcus said Zod has found resolve, right? Yeah, like, yo.
So the building that he just heat visioned, the camera angle we got, it was a different camera angle from where Ben Affleck is. I think it's like on the opposite side.
Yep. True that. Oh my god, man, this is like a huge anime fight.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just told him. This dude's crawling up a building, bro. To get to Kal-El, bro. This man ain't playing no games, man. You think this man is gonna be reasoned with? Right? Like,
I will say the viciousness. I love how they keep it the same with him in the Flash.
oh man, nah, he plays no games.
Yeah.
He's trained on a farm. You're like, man, I don't need this power suit, bro. And I just love how Zach was gonna use everything, man. Like that was gonna be the basis for the Lex power suit.
Yeah.
Was oh my god, yo.
Mm.
Could you imagine Lex in one of those suits?
And the original green and purple colors, like I could just see it.
Oh, here we go. Iconic shots.
Mm. Yeah, he's trying to pull Superman's weave off right now.
Marcus says Scoot McNairy was originally supposed to be Metallo. I am saying that, right, y'all? Metallo?
Metallo, I think. Yeah, Metallo.
It's Metallo, bro. Shouts out to Leah. Yo. Real talk, you didn't even catch it at first. She was like, Metallo, right? I'm like, yeah.
I caught it. I was just like, hey, you know, I ain't gonna call you out like that, bro. Come on, man.
Metalo. Metalo. It's Metallo, bro. Yo. Yeah. I was right next to Leon when he yelled that out at Full Circle. That was so hilarious. That was so hilarious. he just kept saying it, and it was like multiple people that was in the crowd looking around, like looking at each other. We was all like,
Oh,
Metallo. It's like, it's Metallo, bro. He said, oh, thank you. Here we go. And you can mourn that.
I felt that, bro.
What is he supposed to do here, people? That's what I'm asking. Like, you got Zod, equally powered Kryptonian that is getting stronger by the second and who's trained all his life. So if he keeps getting stronger, right, like you're probably gonna lose this fight.
I've heard even people say, "Oh, he could have just flown up with him." No, he couldn't, because his eyes are the ones that is moving.
He could have put him in the Phantom Zone, right? So he had to go find a whole other Phantom drive. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
To make that implode with one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get what he was supposed to do. Metalo. I was saying like 3-4 times, bro. Everybody was looking around like, "Yo, like you hear this dude say Metalo?" Oh man, Full Circle, man. Oh, there was so many great moments.
I wish I was there, man.
Bro,
I'm glad you guys got to like live that, man. That's amazing.
And it was crazy because we all kind of had our little moments, right? Like, Seal had the interview with Zack, right? That dropped and everything. That was super crazy. Leon had those moments where it's, it's Metallo, bro, right? and like we did the whole, we don't talk about that guy. Right.
I remember, it's crazy because I remember watching the live. I forgot what channel they were like streaming it, and like you just hear somebody take the mic. We don't talk about that guy. Everybody was cracking up. It was hilarious.
Yeah, that was Leon, bro. 100%. Like, he was right next to me. I saw the whole thing. Like, like literally. General Swanwick, right? AKA Martian Manhunter.
Sir.
Star Sapphire, hopefully. He said Martian Manhunter still fronting. Right? Case of irresistible force versus immovable object, right? Once again, Metalo. Metalo.
I love this shot of Jonathan Kent looking at young Clark.
Oh yeah. And I love how she sees him looking at him and she's like, oh my God, he's over here like picturing this dude being an actual, but he saw it.
Full circle moment.
He saw it, right? He's like, yo, he's like, yo, that's him. man.
Man, I might go watch BVS before I go to bed now.
Hey, nah, yo, we got that coming on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we doing BBS on Friday. Hey, yo, don't even know. Nah, it's gonna be Friday during the afternoon for me, early evening for Eastern time. You know, I'm trying to let y'all get on up out of here at like a decent time. You know.
Yeah, it's about to be 3 a.m. where I'm at right now.
Yeah, right. So yeah, because Fridays I'm off. You know, Wednesdays I ain't, you know what I'm saying? So like I had to head straight home and get this started. Right. Yeah, BVS Ultimate Edition Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Man, what a movie.
And I love this whole welcome to the planet line too.
Yeah.
He's like, catch you. Right? He's like, yeah. Oh, dope. Hey.
Amazing.
Great movie.
Right? Oh my God. Directed by Zack. Man, y'all should have been there for Full Circle, man. Whenever Zack Snyder's name popped up on anything, yo, like everybody just like went berserk, bro. Right? Man, yo, this was a fantastic movie to revisit in preparation for The Flash. Yo, brings back a lot of memories, you know, as I knew it would. But I want to get you guys' final takes now that we're here at the end of this thing. And I'll start with you, real talk. Like, what's your final thoughts on this film? Final thoughts before we get out of here about the Flash movie, how this pertains to that, and then you can finish it off with anything that you want to promote, or anything that you know that you got coming up on the horizon, sir. So the floor is yours.
Well, pretty much, man. Like, so rewatching it now is just it proves like how important this movie is to watch before going into the Flash, because literally almost everything in this movie is literally used like as a premise in the Flash movie. Like it's like how me and you were both saying, it's a different aspect of watching this movie from the way that they use it in the Flash. So like, man, I had a great time. Like it's so hard like to not like try not to like spoil anything with the Flash movie, because there was like some very important things that happen in there that are like different in here in Man of Steel that are, you're just like, oh man, like I want to talk about it. So but yeah, man. And other than that, man, like, so I am watching Transformers later this week, so I'll be doing a review on that on my channel, Real Talk Productions. And then yeah, it's pretty much it, man. I'm just ready to watch the Flash again, bro. I'm just ready for it. That's it. That's all I got, man.
Hey, I feel it. And go ahead and drop a link in the chat to your channel, and anything that you want to promote, Brody. Because yo, I think that it is important, you know, that us like real fans that like have actually gotten a chance to see this movie, right? And that, you know, aren't trying to use this in any way, shape, form, or fashion to try to push any type of agenda. We really just trying to let the fans know, because that's what's important, right? Like it's like, you know, it's most important that the fans know for certain, like, so they can make an informed decision, right? Like I wouldn't want Snyder fans going to go pay to go see a movie that was going to openly disrespect Zack Snyder, and I also don't want Snyder fans boycotting a movie that is gonna pay homage to Zack Snyder, right? And so it's like, yo, you know, so we had to go figure out what was going on with this film. Luckily, we were able to, and we were really, just letting the people know that, hey, you can argue over certain things, but whether or not this disrespects Zach's work or he erases his timeline is something that really shouldn't be up for debate anymore.
Yeah, at all.
He said, Justice is dead. Bury it. Right? But yo, thanks big time for coming on and hanging out with us, so man, and for answering the burning questions that the people had, right? And for letting me know, like, hey, am I lying to the people? Am I full of shit, right? Like, what's going on?
All, man. Not at all, man. Not at all.
That's all I'm trying to say. I'm gonna ask everybody that come on the platform that has seen it. Like, I'm gonna just ask them, like, "Yo, was I lying?" Like that, because that's all that I want to know. You know what I'm saying?
When I first went, man, on my first reaction when I saw Cinnamon cut, I didn't even start the video. I yelled out "Sil" and I yelled out your name. I was like, "Y'all need to stop what you're doing. Go listen to everything that they talk about because it's all true. It's the truth."
Facts, yo. Real talk. So I appreciate you coming through, Brody, and you already know we're gonna be having you back for more stuff, man. You already know you already there for cartoons and cereal, bro. Like, hey, you gonna be coming through. I already know.
Bro. Appreciate you for having me.
Salute. We got the homie Austin in the building, right? Austin, yo, I want to get your final thoughts on everything, man, with just watching this Man of Steel movie, right? And everything that, we kind of discussed throughout the stream. And where are you feeling, right now? And what are your final thoughts on all this stuff before we get on out of here, Brody?
Oh, man, after seeing the Man of Steel again, it's just like, I feel like I do every time after I see that. I'm like, yo, that was just such a great opening into this world, man. And I want to see so much more of it. And I'm so happy that you guys are confirming the fact that we're going to see another part of what was going on during this Zero Dark 30 event. I'm so excited to see The Flash and seeing this movie that we've all seen together, but also seeing it with people who've seen The Flash and your guys' genuine reactions to oh, yo, this is in it too. Holy crap. Because you're not watching The Flash with a playlist of Man of Steel, right? So you don't really not everything is catching, but you can obviously have seen Man of Steel so much you remember a lot of it. But again, watching this with you guys and hearing your guys's and seeing your guys's genuine reactions to moments in this film, it just goes to show how much the Snyderverse is canon, right? You can say anything, you can argue anything about what happened in 2017, but what you can't argue is what happened in 2013. This movie was solely made by Zack Snyder, hand drawn, hand done everything. He did everything. He co-wrote the screenplay for this. He did everything for this movie. This is Zack's movie. He started the world and was tasked with starting the DC universe originally 10 years ago. And it was with this movie, and he did it masterfully. And so seeing it again and hearing you guys' reaction, I'm glad that you had this idea for required viewings, because it sounds like something that, if you haven't seen Man of Steel or it's been a while, it's good to refresh yourself on before you go see The Flash, because it sounds very pertinent to everything that goes on. And if obviously you watch the trailers, you've seen that most of those events that happen in the trailers are happening during the events of Man of Steel. So you can't argue that at all. I'm so excited to see it. I'll never listen to any other opinions out there, if they differ from people that I actually know, then I know that those other opinions just aren't ones that I align with. Not that they are maybe false, right? You can have your own perspective of things, and your perspective may be true the way that you view it. But also, that doesn't mean that our perspective isn't just as true or just as valid. So that's also a conversation to have, I guess, at another time, another place, where two things can be the same at once, and there could be multiple options rather than just one. Everything's not just black and white, right? Life is in a gray area, and that's where we exist really with Sell the Snyderverse. We're kind of in a gray area. The ROEs are black and white, right? Those are black and white, but it definitely exists in a gray area.
Ironclad, bro. Ironclad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying though? But like, and that's how I feel with a lot of this. Like, we still have a lot of growing to do, I guess, as a fandom in a whole. I think our community is definitely well versed and super enlightened and logical, intelligent people who will have a conversation. And people come into our chats and we have conversations with them. Like, I'll have a conversation with somebody. I will take the time, but like in the same aspect, it's like these are the same played out rhetorics that a lot of people have, and people come in with them, and we have to. And let me remind people too, like, there are people who are just misguided out there and misinformed, and they get the wrong information. So we have to help them
My
be
homie,
informed.
yo,
Right.
look,
You know what I mean?
I was just talking to the homie, Austin. The homie was about to be on like this. I'm not going to go see the Flash under no circumstances, and I had to get him right. And
Yeah.
I talked to him about 2 minutes into the conversation, and he was like, "You know what? Yeah, I'm going to go see the movie." So no, you're absolutely right. Some people they just see headlines, and they see certain things online, and they just kind of are they just kind of go with it.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh, well,
Mhm.
if everyone's saying that, then it must be true. But that's the problem with that type of rhetoric. And I thought in this 2023 we'd be a little bit further away from that. We'd be a little bit farther along where people do their due diligence on things that they might care about. Like, oh, you care about DC? Well, then maybe look into it a little more, and maybe not listen to the viewing and the opinion of someone who likes Marvel movies and likes movies that are completely different and should be completely different than
Yeah.
what the DC universe has to offer. You know what I mean? But with that being said, we do just have to remind people out there what's actually going on, what actually happened in the movie, and the fact that things can be taken out of context and be like misconstrued. So as much as it angers me to keep seeing the same rhetoric, like, we do have to have these conversations with people. And when I see it, oh boy, will I be having conversations, because I know that I'll be a driving force just like you are. And I'm glad that you got to see it early, and some other people in Cell Nation also got to see it early. And we're able to literally curve this narrative beforehand. We're not like, oh, maybe that's true because we haven't seen it. Nah. We got people who have seen it, and that's not true. Like, if 3/4, if not all, of the things that you read that are discouraging you to go see the Flash, it's probably not true, or it's probably taken out of context.
Hey, ask yourself this, right? When you see trolls coming in here trying to brag about the Flash possibly doing bad, right? Like, what do you think that means, right? Like, what do you guys think that means? Because to me, it means that that they know that this movie is associated with the Snyderverse in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
And if it does
That's what
well,
they
that
know,
bodes well for the Snyderverse.
right? Which is why these things are happening.
And
so,
also why we're supporting it, because we should, as Snyderverse fans. And if you are a true Snyderverse fan, you should be also supporting this movie And if you don't want to go see it, that's fine, right? But don't be like talking crap about the movie and discouraging people to see it. If you don't want to see it, that's fine, but you don't have to also add on to the fact like and tell other people not to see it because you don't want to see it. If it is fair for everyone to do what they want to do, then you have to allow them to do that and not be like, nah, don't go see it because this, and this, and this, and this. Nah. Nah. And then you can't come over to us and tell us the same thing because we're here to tell you half of those reasons are invalid that you come over here with, but you'll find another one. We're sure. But no, that's my final piece on this. I'm loving the Man of Steel vibes again. I see watching this. I'm like, oh, that's the clip that I use in this video. That's the clip that I use in this video. So it's funny to watch that, and it's funny to be re-inspired, man. I can't believe that 10 years later, this movie is still inspiring me, and still, I'm still seeing stuff that I'm like, whoa, how did they do that? You know, and I'm like, now I'm going to have to research some things that I saw again today, 10 years later. So shout out to Zack Snyder for being a phenomenal filmmaker. Everyone who works on these movies and worked on the movie that's coming out, The Flash, because I'm hyped to go see it, man. I'm so hyped to go see that movie, bro. Ooh, all the stuff that you said tonight, too. I'm like, what are they talking about, dude? What do they mean? So I can't wait to see the stuff that you were being so vague about in the movie, dude. I'm so excited. So thanks for having this, and I'll be back Friday night for sure for BVS, bro. Oh, yeah.
Right. And St. Evans said Skywalker and I want that Batman Beyond. Yeah, I'm telling you, yo, y'all mess up my Batman Beyond over these semantics, bro. Right? But, look.
Who doesn't want Batman Beyond? Oh, right.
Look.
WB. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Look, they gonna keep trying to change the narrative, and we gonna keep making sure that it's on point. As I've said before, obviously there seems to be a large contingent of people that want other Zack Snyder fans upset about the Flash movie. I even saw one big account earlier, like openly calling for James Gunn's job on Twitter. Yeah. Right. And I'm just like, yo, I thought we were past all this stuff. Right. Like I literally thought we were past all this stuff. Right. But that's what happens though, right? Is that, you have these things pop up and then people blame it on Snyder fans.
Yep.
When in reality, these people are not just diehard fans of Zack Snyder. I think we've proven that time and time again. Right. But lately it's been even more so evident now that you have a bunch of his characters making an appearance in the Flash film, and you have once again a large contingent of quote unquote Zack Snyder fans that are trying to say, no, let's boycott these theatrical appearances, right?
Right.
But
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. It makes no sense. But when we are having these conversations, that is why it is important that we highlight kind of like what we've been doing over here on this side and just how we're going to continue to move into the future, because there needs to be kind of like a separation of like ideologies, right? Whatever WBD like does with their financials and how much money that they're making and all that stuff, and whether or not they're filing for bankruptcy, that's not really any of my business, right? I got into this to secure a completion of Zach's story, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm worried about. That is what our goal has been in the Still campaign, and we will continue to, really drive that moving forward. And just know, people, that things like that are like above our pay grade, like James Gunn's job status, that is not anything we will be focusing on moving forward. We will be focusing on things that we can control, and we will be focusing on doing them in ways that we can be most effective, right? And we don't believe that demanding that James Gunn be fired is the most effective way to go about. Yeah, I thought that we were past all this, people, but obviously not.
If you want to worry about job status,
a big account too, Austin. It was a big account too, and I was like, "Yo, I can't believe this."
I want to see that. Somebody will have to send that to me, DM it. But I want to say, if you want to worry about job status, worry about Zack Snyder's job status. Oh, where he's working? Oh, Netflix. Okay, yes. Sell ZSJL to Netflix. Yeah, that's the most effective way that you can worry about someone's job status, and also worry about your own too. Like. That's another thing. And as far as always blaming Snyder fans when you're talking about that, I thought of something and I had to keep reminding myself of it. Zack Snyder really puts the GOAT in scapegoat, dude. He really does. And that's a hashtag scapegoat, dude. He literally is, dude, all the time. Every reason that you have to anything to go wrong in DC, it's always Zack Snyder's fault. But like, you're muted on my end, bro.
Yeah, it's him and his fan base, right? It's him and his fan base, and that's why I was getting a little frustrated earlier because I was seeing another kind of uptick in that rhetoric too. Like, oh my God, Zack Snyder fans are so annoying and they're this and they're that, and it's like I just want to be like, yo, these people aren't fans, y'all. Like, I don't know why you guys like keep calling them fans. Like, these people aren't fans.
No, they just act and pose as fans, and that's what I guess we really are like a species with amnesia, and I think it's been accelerated maybe in the last couple of decades because we forget about catfishing, dude, and how much that's really happening all over Twitter. We're being catfished by so many people, dude.
Hey, y'all here.
Look, they're just catfishes, bro.
Look, we gotta wrap up. Y'all having fun. We gotta wrap up.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
we gotta wrap up. Look, this has been super dope because I'm over here yawning. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get on out of here.
Yeah.
But just know that we are on a path to victory, and we will be definitely seeing the Flash next weekend.
Can't wait.
I know that I'll be, and hopefully we will see y'all there, and you guys can let me know after you see the movie whether or not I was lying, because I'm really interested to see what you guys are going to say, because I was hearing a lot of talk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all said I was tripping, so I want to know.
Bro, I can't wait.
As soon as y'all get out that theater, let me know.
We're gonna have to have a Flash reaction stream.
Oh yeah, I'm already planning it. I'm probably gonna do it that
Saturday night.
I might do a Friday. You know what? I'm tentative, but yeah, I'm already. Yeah, right. I'm already planning that out.
Okay.
But this panel's been dope. Shouts out to Real Talk and for Necron for stopping through and for holding it down. You guys are both gentlemen and professionals, and much love to both of you. Austin and I is about to get on out of here.
Yeah.
We will catch you guys next time. I will see y'all tomorrow night on Night Shift.
Night Shift.
And then Friday with the BBS stream, require viewings for the Flash.
Back to back to back.
Hey, y'all already know how this get. But we'll get y'all next time. Peace.